Guys, it's Jacob from StringBuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being a music journalism site. Links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new discursive type topic for you today, and that's Plebbery, Snobbery, feeling and personality. Guitarists just can't win. So I'm going to refer to the original article as I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. As a guitarist myself, who does like to dabble on the bass and piano every now and then, but never really showcases himself in personal videos or anything like that, I must admit that those who do and like to do that, goodness gracious, you do go through some amount of crap, let's be honest here. One glimpse at a comment section on a guitar playthrough will tell you everything you need to know about what's wrong with the guitarist community right at this moment. My personal opinion, we are going through a golden period at the moment where we don't just have one or two guitarists killing it anymore, but instead thousands and thousands and even millions, if you want to go that far, on a daily basis. Now yes, that is down to our constant exposure to so many talents from across the web, but I just feel like the standard of guitar playing has risen tenfold in the last 5 years alone. For me, a lot of that is down to the re-emergence of prog as well as jazz fusion and technical metal as a popular music genre or subgenres, whatever you like to call them. But it is also down to the support guitarists are now getting when they try to make that big leap into professional performance. On other days where a guitar performance will just get around 20,000 views, but instead now they're hitting 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 20 million, and even upwards from that, and everyone's stunned. The admiration for guitar playing as an art form once again has been rekindled from the dreaded 90s and early 2000s period, which things really went downhill for guitar playing. However, we are beginning to shoot ourselves in the foot right now as we try to criticize things which simply just don't exist. I'm not saying that everyone should think the same and like every single style of guitar playing, but I'm saying for us to keep this upward trend, we need to just start settling down just a little bit on the criticism. For me, a guitar player seems to be critiqued by 4 different instigating factors, those factors being plebbery, snobbery, feeling and personality. Now that might seem a bit broad and like a few blanket words that don't really mean anything, but once you dissect them and really get a handle on what they're trying to express by saying these particular things or acting in these particular ways, suddenly you'll begin to notice it. And if you're not already a guitarist, you'll begin to understand what it's like to play solo or create a solo showcase online. Starting with plebbery, this is a term which is coined for those who think they know it all but really know nothing at all, basically know nothing at all. Anyways, the type of narrow-minded folks who still insist that no one plays guitar better than those golden oldies like Angus Young and B.B. King, etc, etc, slash all those type of figures. Now I'm not saying that they are bad guitarists, in fact far from it. I mean, gosh, Angus Young is probably one of my favourite guitarists of all time. But being unable to recognise talent because it isn't similar to what these guys play is just plain ridiculous. A lot of people are trying desperately hard to hold on to their dad rock days, and that's totally fine. If you like that style, then don't try to be anyone else. But you have to respect those who do play different, whether you like it or not. If they have the talent and incredible capabilities, then it's usually pretty obvious. So instead of cutting them down because you don't like the style or the type of music that they try to replicate, just nod your head and acknowledge that they've practiced just as long as you have, or for even longer, in just a different format. Then you've got snobbery, the worst type in my opinion. Now, being a prog head myself, as well as being part of the prog snob community, I totally understand the fun and charm in being so egotistical with music. It adds extra dimensions to the entertainment aspect. But when it comes to someone genuinely learning or putting themselves out there, there is a line which I feel shouldn't be crossed. If someone plays a Metallica track note for note perfectly and they are proud of it and want to show people, then go for it. You're clearly a better guitarist than 99.9% of the world's population, and you deserve to put yourself out there. Just because other people can do it, or people choose not to do it because it's easier than, say, playing like a prog track or a technical track, that doesn't mean you should lose pride in what you've achieved. Too many people look too deeply into guitarists showcasing themselves. Some do it for fun, some do it because they are proud, some do it just to entertain people. But if you're moaning about his technique, his musical taste, what his gear is, and what he's being recorded with, or anything like that, then you're just typically a twonk, really. Give the guy some credit first, then give them something like constructive and calm. That's all they need, and they will get better. They will get better. They'll make better choices in the future. If you slate someone so early, they'll either bounce back stronger or they'll never bounce back at all. So why not leave it to the guy's guitar tutor and don't be one of those people. Now we are on to the category I possibly hate the most, and that's being feeling. Now, people like to judge a track on feeling. Heck, when I listen to groups, I like to feel emotion, I like to feel passion, I like to feel enthusiasm sometimes, but that doesn't mean I can't respect those who are more technical with their musical approach. Just because a track or a performance doesn't have feeling to it doesn't make it redundant. Sure, it doesn't utilize the art form's aspects, but it sure is just a showcase, really, a showcase of what they can do, a showcase of capabilities, a showcase of gear, a showcase of what a person can technically achieve on a guitar. Not a video trying to make you gush your eyes out, because you can look elsewhere for that at a click of a button. If someone posts themselves hitting note for note, tapping away on an 8-string Strandberg, don't be that guy who says, "Oh yeah, but there's no feeling there. It made me feel nothing." Just do what that bloke did back there and just nod away and just acknowledge that the guy has talent. If they can play that and play something so technical, I'm pretty sure they can perform a little solo with a little bit of feeling to it whenever they want. Now, moving on to the final aspect, we have personality. And personality is a much rarer thing to encounter, but it kind of walks hand in hand with the whole idea of feeling. A lot of people feel like they need to witness a guy's personality or originality in someone's showcase, completely forgetting that this isn't a track or an album, but rather just a showcase. If you want to find personality, then listen to their music, and if you still can't find it, then just don't listen to them at all. But if I'm listening to a Laney Ironheart demo or an Amphead demo or anything like that, then I don't really care about the personality of the guitarist and whether he seeps into his guitar or not. I'm more concerned on the tones that the amp can produce. Now, I do know that this segment might seem a little bit confusing and often distracted, but it's something I see happen all too much in the guitar community at the moment. It's by no means a ridiculous out-of-hand threat, but it's something that's potentially going to stunt the growth in the future. I just feel that with all this daily content being posted online, with excellent guitar playing and just little showcases on what the human body can produce with the guitar, I think sometimes you just need to take like a step back and put your ego to one side for one moment and just clap at the person's capabilities. So if you like this video, then please leave a like, comment any experiences you've had in the comment section down below, or even what you think about the matter. Subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.